I'm not going to lie to you. Life is tough right now. But if you've got this far in life, then you can make it through anything. You just got to have the motivation and the drive to make it happen. So that's what we're talking about today. Motivation. How do you get it? How do you keep it? And how do you use it? So I don't know who needs to hear this, but you're awesome. You are absolutely frickin' awesome. You might not think so, but let me tell you something. If you weren't awesome, you wouldn't be here listening to me talk about motivation. You'd have quit a long time ago. You'd have given up on your dreams, and you'd have settled for mediocrity. But you're not here. You're here because you're driven, you're motivated, and you want more out of life. And that makes you awesome. So if you're like most people, then your motivation is probably low right now. It's been a crazy year, and everyone's motivation has taken a bit of a hit. But guess what? That's okay. That's normal. Don't beat yourself up over it. Instead, take a moment to appreciate yourself for getting this far. Appreciate yourself for being here. And then use that as fuel to push you forward. So what is motivation? Well, it's different for everyone. For some people, it's money. For others, it's family. For others, it's freedom. Whatever it is for you, it's important to identify what your motivations are so that you can use them to drive you forward. When times get tough, when things get hard, that's when your motivation will be put to the test. That's when you need to remember why you're doing what you're doing. So keep a list of your motivations somewhere where you can see it every day. Write it down. Put it on your fridge. Put it on your mirror. Just make sure you can see it every day. Here's the thing. Motivation isn't always going to be there for you. Sometimes you're just not going to feel it. And that's okay. But if you've identified what your motivations are, then you should be able to use them to help you get through those tough times. Use them to help you get up when you fall down. Use them to help you keep going even when you don't want to. One of my favorite quotes on motivation is from the boxer Mike Tyson. He said, "Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face." This is so true. Everyone thinks they're invincible. They think they can do anything until they get knocked down. And then when they get knocked down, they need to find the motivation within themselves to get back up. They need to find the strength within themselves to keep going. And you've done this before. You've been knocked down in life before. Maybe it was a relationship that ended, or maybe it was a job that you lost, or maybe it was a dream that you had to give up on. But you got through it. You found the motivation to keep going, and you can do it again. So let's talk about the first tip, which is to identify what your motivations are. I already talked about this one, but it's important to really understand what drives you. What gets you excited about life? What makes you want to get out of bed in the morning? Once you identify those things, then you can use them to help you when you're feeling down. Keep a list of them somewhere where you can see it every day. The second tip is to focus on the positive. When things are tough, it's easy to focus on the negative. It's easy to let those negative thoughts creep into your mind and start to take over. If you do that, then you're going to lose your motivation. You're going to start to believe that things are hopeless and that there's no point in trying. So instead, focus on the positive. Focus on the good things in your life, no matter how small they may seem. Focus on the progress you're making, no matter how small it may seem. And use those positive thoughts to fuel your motivation. Tip No. 3 is to set goals. When you have goals, you have something to aim for. You have something to work towards, and that gives you motivation. It gives you a sense of purpose. So set goals for yourself, both short-term and long-term. Make sure they're challenging, but also make sure they're achievable. You don't want to set yourself up for failure by setting unrealistic goals. But at the same time, you don't want to make them so easy that you lose interest. Find a balance and use those goals to help motivate you. The fourth tip is to reward yourself. When you achieve a goal, reward yourself. This could be something small like watching an episode of your favorite show, or it could be something big like taking a vacation. Whatever it is, make sure you reward yourself for achieving your goals. This will help you stay motivated because you'll know that when you achieve a goal, you'll get a reward. And that reward could be anything that's important to you. Now let's move on to tip number 5, which is to visualize success. Visualization is a powerful tool that many successful people use to stay motivated. When you visualize success, you're basically creating a vision board in your mind. You're creating a mental image of the things you want to achieve. By doing so, you're training your brain to believe that success is possible. You're training your brain to expect success. So take a few moments each day to close your eyes and visualize your success. See yourself achieving your goals. Feel yourself enjoying the rewards of your success. The more you do this, the more your brain will start to believe that success is possible. And that belief will fuel your motivation. And finally, let's talk about tip number 6, which is to never give up. This is probably the most important tip of all. Never give up on your dreams, never give up on your goals, and never give up on yourself. There will be times in life when things get tough. There will be times when you want to quit. But if you can just push through those tough times, if you can just keep moving forward, then you will achieve your goals. Never, ever give up. You've probably heard the saying, the road to success is not always smooth. And that's true. Yeah. There will be bumps along the way, but it's how you deal with those bumps that determines whether or not you succeed. So when things get tough, when the going gets rough, remember the tough get going. Remember that success is just on the other side of your next obstacle. So don't ever give up. Look, I know things are tough right now, but you're a badass. You're a frickin' warrior. And you can get through this. You just need to find your motivation, find your drive, and remember why you're doing what you're doing. Now go out there and crush it. Go out there and be awesome. And don't forget to subscribe. We got more videos coming out all the time. And if you want to see more videos like this, then please hit the like button. It really helps us out. Thanks for watching.